there's something profoundly moving about a professional athlete standing in front of a group of incarcerated individuals, sharing not just their triumphs, but also their scars. It's raw, it's real, and it bridges worlds that often feel galaxies apart. For Lucas Erceg, relief pitcher for the Kansas City Royals, this moment came on a warm June day at Boonville Correctional Center in Missouri, a place where fences do more than mark boundaries. They symbolize barriers between past mistakes and potential futures. But here's the twist. Erceg didn't just show up to talk baseball. He came to share his story, one marked by addiction, redemption, and resilience. And this is where things get interesting, because his journey isn't just about surviving adversity. It's about thriving despite it. The softball field at Boonville sits nestled behind two distinct fences. One serves as a standard outfield barrier, while the other looms farther away, topped with barbed wire and razor-sharp coils designed to keep inmates confined. To some, it might seem like an unlikely spot for inspiration. Yet, for Erceg, who has risen through the ranks to become one of Major League Baseball's most dependable relievers, there was undeniable beauty in its symbolism. This diamond wasn't just a patch of dirt and grass. It represented hope amid hardship. Erceg's visit stemmed from an invitation extended by Tristan Sean McCormack, the facility's chaplain. The idea? Bring someone who could relate to the struggles many inmates face. Willie Mays Aikens, once a Royals legend turned convict, had spoken there before. So had Darryl Strawberry, whose own battles with substance abuse nearly derailed his Hall of Fame-worthy career. Though Erceg lacks the household name recognition of those stars, McCormack believed his personal saga would resonate deeply with the men inside Boonville. What made the timing even more poignant was that June 9th, the day chosen for Erceg's talk, marked exactly 5 years since he took his last drink. Sobriety hasn't been easy, and Erceg doesn't shy away from discussing the demons he faced along the way. Growing up in Campbell, California, he endured a tumultuous childhood marred by his mother's alcoholism and his father's abusive tendencies. Despite these challenges, Erceg excelled on the baseball field, earning a scholarship to UC Berkeley. However, college only amplified his destructive habits. Constant drinking, skipped classes, and suicidal thoughts culminated in him flunking out after being named First Team All-Pac-12. I used baseball as my escape, Erceg reflected. I had natural talent and competitiveness, which propelled me forward quickly. But I wasn't mature enough to handle life's complexities. That's when alcoholism consumed me. After transferring to Menlo College, Erceg caught the attention of scouts again, leading to the Milwaukee Brewers selecting him in the second round of the 2016 draft. Initially pegged as a future third baseman, Erceg struggled to find consistency both on and off the field. His drinking spiraled further until the pandemic hit in 2020. Stuck at home, he spent countless hours playing video games and consuming beer. His wife, Emma, watched helplessly as empty cans piled up around the house. I knew he was using alcohol to numb unresolved pain, she recalled. Finally, she gave him an ultimatum: stop drinking or lose her. In that defining moment, Erceg chose sobriety, not through rehab or support groups, but sheer determination. Those early months without alcohol were grueling. Erceg shed nearly 40 pounds, losing interest in food and water. Yet he persevered, finding new ways to cope. When the Brewers excluded him from their minor league alternate site during the pandemic, he drove over 1,000 miles to join an independent league team. There, a teammate unknowingly tested his resolve by offering him a drink. Erceg declined, marking a pivotal step toward reclaiming control over his life. Fast forward to today, and Erceg is unrecognizable from the man he once was, transitioning fully to pitching. He honed his craft across various levels of the minors before catching the Oakland Athletics' attention. By mid-2023, he debuted in the majors, striking out 68 batters in 55 innings during his rookie season. Teams took notice, and at the 2024 trade deadline, the Royals acquired him to bolster their bullpen. Within weeks, he became their closer, sealing crucial victories in the playoffs against the Baltimore Orioles. Through all this success, Erceg remains grounded, acutely aware of how fragile recovery can be. During a post-game celebration, he accidentally sipped a cocktail laced with vodka. One taste threatened to unravel years of hard work. Thankfully, he caught himself in time. Boonville offered Erceg a chance to deepen his understanding of incarceration and rehabilitation. As he toured the facility, he saw firsthand how programs aimed at education, vocational training, and restorative justice empower inmates to rebuild their lives. From welding certifications to dog training initiatives, the opportunities available underscored a shift away from purely punitive approaches. Warden Justin Page emphasized the importance of equipping inmates with tools for success upon release. How can providing skills and support ever be a bad thing, he mused. This philosophy resonated deeply with Erceg. Standing in Hope Chapel, surrounded by dozens of men clad in gray uniforms, he felt a profound connection. Public speaking may not come naturally to him. He admits to feeling visibly nervous, but vulnerability became his strength. Sharing his struggles openly, Erceg urged the audience to embrace change, seek support, and recognize that past decisions don't dictate future outcomes. Among those listening was Alex Luttrell, serving 8 years for causing a fatal drunk driving accident. Since entering Boonville, Luttrell has worked tirelessly to repair relationships with his family and contribute positively through programs like Puppies for Parole. Hearing Erceg speak struck a chord. He talked about hitting rock bottom and deciding enough, Luttrell shared. That's exactly how I felt when I realized I needed to stop drinking. Back in the clubhouse earlier that season, Erceg had similarly opened up to teammates during an icebreaker activity. Revealing his sobriety milestone prompted another player to confide in him about their own 3-month journey without alcohol. The emotional exchange left Erceg overwhelmed with gratitude. It meant so much because I know how scary it is to admit you need help, he said, tears welling in his eyes. As Erceg concluded his session at Boonville, laughter filled the room when he jokingly vetoed NSYNC as a possible entrance song choice. But beneath the humor lay sincerity. Handshakes and heartfelt thanks followed, affirming the impact of his words. Driving away, Erceg allowed himself a rare moment of self-praise. You did a good thing today, he told himself. For Erceg, every small victory counts, from swapping booze for sparkling water to seeking therapy instead of numbing emotions with alcohol. These incremental wins fuel his belief in becoming the kind of parent his own never were. With a baby due in December, he's determined to break cycles of dysfunction, and yet the road ahead remains uncertain. Doubts will inevitably creep in. When they do, Erceg knows precisely where to look for reassurance. The stitching on his glove, embroidered with the date that changed everything, 6/10/2020, serves as a constant reminder of how far he's come and the lives he continues to touch. So, what does it take to turn your darkest hour into your brightest opportunity? Is it courage, community, or simply choosing to wake up differently each day? Whatever your answer, Erceg's story invites us all to reflect on our capacity for transformation. Share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear them.